The actual feedback you get from an interview is only a small portion of the value that you can receive. The real gold is in asking for referrals. What's up, softwarepreneurs? Welcome to this video on conducting user research. For those of you who are new, my name is Dale Richards. I'm a software product innovator from Salt Lake City, Utah, and I love making software that changes the world. I'm creating a SaaS product from concept to cash, and I'm taking you along with me for the ride. If you want to make cool apps, build your SaaS business, and make money doing cool software entrepreneur-related stuff, start now by subscribing and hitting the bell. So I had a bit of an issue with my home studio over the weekend. We had a water main break, and so I spent all weekend long digging, and my studio is torn up. So we are outside today on this beautiful Memorial Day. Yay! When you're conducting an interview, one of the most important things you can do, even if it's a bad interview, is to ask for referrals. Whom else do you know that I could talk to about this? Who do you think can provide helpful input? And don't forget that people usually want to help you. If they're not comfortable referring to you, then maybe you've done something wrong. Maybe you're pitching your idea too much. Maybe you are asking them too many hypothetical questions. So if you can't get a referral from someone, you might need to go back and re-examine what you're doing to see if you're doing something wrong. Let's go back and look at the interview with Becky McIntyre. I want you to notice how effortlessly she just hands over the referrals. Like, she wants to connect me with people. And that's one thing you need to remember, is that people want to help you. If you are solving their problem, they want to help you solve that problem for more people. So they are typically going to be willing to give you referrals without a lot of difficulty. Do you ever, I guess you kind of allow yourself to try before you buy by having the students enroll in your program. That's kind of how you try them out to see if they'll be good in the first place. Is that fair to say?
That has worked beautifully.
Okay.
Whenever I go to a meeting and people are moaning and groaning about finding good people to hire, I say, hey, here's how you do it. Not very many people are willing to put in the work to do it, though.
Where are you going to these meetings where people are moaning and groaning about finding the right people to hire?
So there's a couple different practice management groups that we work with. So TOPS, every quarter they have a leadership academy in Dallas, and so there's probably 150 people there that are, and they usually do small, round table discussion groups, kind of like Mastermind groups. And one of the exercises they do every time is that you'll be at a table and everyone gets to share their pearl. What's the one thing that, has made a difference in their practice? And I'll often share, the assisting school. And then you trade tables and you get with a different group and, you go through that about 6 times so that you have a chance to sit with everybody. And so I've shared that several times there, and I'm just amazed that, people say, well, I'm not going to do that. That's too much work. And it's like, well, then stop complaining about not finding good people, because it's just
do you know
any way to find them,
Do you know anybody like that from one of those groups that has chosen not to create a training program that I could speak to? This person is the leader of the TOPS company or the leader of the TOPS chapter mastermind group?
No. So Steve Anderson is the owner, runner, whatever of TOPS. And then there in Salt Lake, there's an organization called Crown Council. And so 2 of his brothers run that, and they're just for dental. And it's an amazing organization. I wish we'd found them 20 years ago. It's like, good grief, we could have been so much better if we'd known about them. But
yes.
a great resource to get information about dentistry.
Any connections you can make would be wonderful. Would that be all right?
Yeah. I can certainly do that.
Well, can I email you just like 3 sentences that you could forward on to Steven to tell him more about what I'm working on? And then you could connect me with him by email, or you could, send it to him in advance if you'd be comfortable doing that. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you could also talk to our son David and see why he hasn't started a dental assisting school.
Yeah, I'll talk to David.
Yeah.
Okay, so Steve Anderson, David McIntyre, and then Crown Council, is that who's the person there?
So Greg Anderson is the one in Salt Lake. So Greg and Steve are kind of the co-owners of Crown Council.
Oh, okay. So I thought that Steve Anderson was with TOPS, or is he?
He is.
Okay.
Steve Anderson has many companies.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, that's helpful to know. I think Steve Anderson and David would be great next steps. Thank you, Becky, for sharing so many wonderful insights, and also for your willingness to connect me with your contacts. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, happy to.
All right, and I will update you as this concept progresses, and maybe there'll be an option or opportunity for you to put some of your graduates that you don't hire on a platform for them to get hired at, in other places.
Yeah.
And I'll let you know more about that as time progresses. But all right,
Okay, sounds good.
I gotta run. Thank you so much for your time. I'll talk to you soon.
It's been a pleasure, Dale.
Say hi to everyone. Bye-bye.
All right, will do. Take care. Bye-bye.
Holy cow, what a goldmine of a call. She shared so many things that were helpful, and I can make a lot of adjustments to my business model canvas. One of those things is a potential change in channels and in key partners. So this TOPS organization, Total Patient Services, that helps dental practices, they have mastermind groups where they talk about the problems that they're experiencing in their practices. If I could sit in on one of those meetings, or if I could somehow connect with that community, that would be huge. Even though Becky's office doesn't really feel the pain of recruiting and staffing their practice, they're kind of the exception because they've spent the last several years creating a training program so they could cultivate their own in-house talent. It's super interesting that they prefer to train and hire their own people rather than hire from the vocational tech school nearby. Notice how Becky gave me so many awesome referrals, and it wasn't hard. She wants to help me. She wants to connect me with the people that I can help. So this is very, very different from being salesy. I don't feel salesy. She doesn't feel like I'm trying to be salesy. I'm trying to solve a problem, and those people could potentially benefit from the problem that I'm solving. And sales is nowhere in the picture. Coming up next, what if you don't know the person that you need to interview? How can you connect with them and ask for the interview? Join us again. Videos are published every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 noon Mountain Time.